Hey, what's up? I'm wearing a winter hat in the summer. Welcome to my ASMR video. Today, let's talk about transgender people, as I do a lot. Today I'm going to be discussing a video made by the channel called Jubilee. So in this video they took 6 transgender people and they asked all of them the same question. And they had a choice to disagree or agree, or be in the middle. So today I figured we could discuss them together and I can actually put my opinions out there because I haven't done that in a while. So I'm going to click play on this video right now and feel free to comment whatever you want about any question at all in the video.
Children are capable of understanding their gender identity. 3, 2, 1, go.
I definitely think yes, because when I was younger, when I was like 5 years old, I was like,
I feel like a boy.
So if I were to disagree with that, it wouldn't make any sense because I knew what gender was when I was like 5.
I was 6 years old and I have a clear, vivid memory of telling a friend walking down the street, I think I would have been better off born a girl.
I know when I was 7, I knew. But at the time, you know, that was a few years ago, and there really wasn't any source of information available. But I knew there was something different about me.
Gender roles are necessary.
I think it's the funniest thing when one of them, like, the girl in the beginning, look at her, she's like, she already knows her decision. She walked over there so fast with like the toughest strut. And I think it's really funny that the trans guy is the one who's like on the other side, because I thought the same thing as him. Where I stand in this is probably in the middle, or maybe even disagree. In the beginning I felt like I would agree with it, but being necessary, I don't think gender roles are necessary, only in certain situations.
Gender norms and gender constructs, like growing up, they hurt me. They were like, you're a boy, you can't like dress up, you can't play with dolls. That just like made me like start to think that I wasn't made correctly or I wasn't right.
Growing up, right, boys are taught to not cry and to not really show emotion and to man up and to be a man and take it like a man. That's where all those sayings come from. It pretty much grooms boys to be emotionless and like, and if they show emotion then that's bad and it means that they're weak and stuff like that. So I think that those types of gender roles, they can be toxic.
As much as the gender roles are hurting by being so constricting, also that constriction is, a lot of that is what kind of helped me understand my trans identity.
But then you can also say, yes, gender roles are necessary. For me personally, I like gender roles, like the man in the relationship, he makes money, he takes care of the woman. But also gender roles taught me who I am today. So I guess I'm kind of in the middle.
Gender reassignment surgery is necessary to be transgender. 3, go.
Oh, Gina. What's it gonna be, Gina?
I'll go slightly here. There we go.
So my answer before they share what they have to say is no, I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why after.
But it depends on the person. It very much depends
Oh,
on the person.
100%.
For me, it was kind of important. You know, it was just kind of the finishing step kind of thing. But a lot of people don't need it. The social transitions, personal transitions, and things that are much more important to people than the medical transition. But other people need that as a very important step to start their transition or finish their transition.
Before you have surgery, before you have hormones, before you tell anybody, and maybe even before like you really have a grasp of like what it is you're experiencing, you can already be your gender. My gender was female from the point that I as a child developed a sense of gender. I still get asked like, oh, like when you had your surgery, do you feel like a woman now? And I was like, not any more than I did last week.
See, I agree with that statement a lot. You don't need surgery to be transgender because your brain is what basically helps you discover that. What she's saying about the surgery thing, I've had people pretty much say the same thing. I see a lot of these clips of dudes who get top surgery, right? And they're really, really emotional about it. Like, so, I've seen it so many times. That's fine, but I was thinking that I never had that experience. I didn't cry when I saw my chest for the first time. I was kind of like, fucking finally, it was just normal. Like, it felt normal for me.
Dating is difficult for me.
Dating is very hard. The only kind of people that I attract are people that want to like fetishize trans people. So they'll be like, like you're so hot, I want to do this and this and this with you. But then I'm like, oh, but like let's go out in public, let's like go to dinner or something. They're like, ooh, I don't know about all that. Like I don't want my friends to know I'm dating someone like you. And it's like they feel like they have to come out as well as someone who's attracted to like a trans person.
See, where I would stand right now is disagree. But if I was dating now, do I think it would be difficult? I don't think it would be difficult for me because I usually pick out pretty cool people to be friends with and talk to, so I think I would have dated pretty cool women.
I agree. It's confusing for them if they say like, oh, so am I like gay or something like that? And it's like, no, because I am attracted to straight men and like straight men are like attracted to me. Do you know what I mean?
Right, right. Like liking penis and liking vagina like doesn't make you gay or straight. It's like liking a man or liking a woman makes you gay or straight.
I hate that shit too. And people get so confused about sexuality. Let's say you're a girl and you're attracted to a trans man and you identify as straight, then you're still straight because he's a man, he's presenting as a man.
I love my body.
Yeah, we'll go all for it.
It's just so hard. It's so hard because like being told like women have this and women look like this and women, and it's like, then I don't look like that. So I must hate my body then because my body is what keeps me from looking like a woman. But then I like get out of that like toxic mindset and I'm just like, wait. I am a woman.
So my answer for this would be in disagree because my body was one of the biggest parts of my dysphoria and still is. But I guess I can see why people love their body. But yeah, top surgery definitely obviously helped me feel a lot better about my chest and my body. But still, yeah, no, I'm transgender. I want to be the other gender. I don't know why I would really like my body that much for any particular reason.
I wish I had said strongly agree, but that's not the truth. And the truth is that I love my mind, I love my life, but there are days that I have where my self-esteem issues are so bad that I can't leave the room. And I almost didn't even go to my college graduation because I was like, I'm not female enough to graduate college or something. And all that being said, I have no regrets, that was the thing. Because if I hadn't transitioned, I just wouldn't have a life at all.
I agree with that too. That's really sad. And it's definitely real because a lot of people feel that way.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't transgender.
No, literally me, literally.
I think not.
No.
I often have told people that, this is not something I would wish purposefully on my worst enemy. It's not pleasant. You go through all sorts of interesting changes. It cost me my spouse that I love dearly, but it was so important to me that it had to happen that I'm pleased that I did it. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life, but it's also something I'd never wish on anybody else on purpose.
For me, it's I'm disagreeing because it's not the fact that I'm trans that I don't like. It's the discrimination that I face that I don't like.
Obviously, I don't think this will ever like go away fully, but as I was like coming out, I would like have times where I was like, God, I wish I wasn't like this. Like, I wish I wasn't trans because then like my life would be easier. I wish I was born a woman, or I wish that I was just like comfortable being male. And then I realized that like if I was born a female, like I wouldn't be a part of the LGBTQ community. I wouldn't have gone through the struggles that I have gone through, and like I would be a completely different person, and I love who I am, and so I don't think I would want to change that. And I'm proud to be trans.
So I think I mentioned this before, but I would agree with that. I wish that I wasn't transgender because then I wouldn't have to go through everything that I've gone through. But at the same time, I love who I became mentally and like as a person because of the experience I had to go and all the challenges I had to face. But if I had the choice, I would wake up not transgender tomorrow. I wish that I didn't have to go through all that stuff because it sucks ass. It sucks. It's a lot to go through. People think it's a game. It's not a fucking game. And that question concludes the entire video. So I feel like they didn't have any nonsense discussions like stupid shit that you hear that transgender people say. LGBT people can say very stupid things, but they all have a brain. So yeah, tell me what you guys think and let me know if you disagree with me or if you disagree with them, and we'll have a little comment section debate. So with that being said, I will see all of you guys next week with a brand new video. Peace.